Hello, good morning, my friends. Welcome back to Colorado. Carol here. It's time to begin another vlog. We have a couple of things on the docket for today, so I'm going to bring you along for that. And it's cold outside. Even though I am wearing short sleeves today, that is only because this morning I am going to my doctor's office and I am going to go get some labs drawn for an update in my health journey. So that's exciting. I'll have that upcoming. I should have the results in a couple of days to review with my primary doctor, and we shall go from there. And I'm excited to update you about where am I at this month, It's already April. We are 4 months into the year, my goodness. And I've been going through it. So I'm definitely going to share all of that with you in that video. But we have labs this morning. They are fasting, so I have not eaten anything yet today, and your girl is hungry. So I want to make sure to do that as soon as I'm done with the labs. And then I need to go to the veterinarian's office and pick up prescription medication that Roxy takes. So I'm going to do that. And then I'd like to get to the bookstore today as well, because the Daisy Chain Flower Shop from that same series of books by Lorelei Gilmore that I really enjoyed over the Christmas season, that book has been out for a little bit now, and I completely spaced on wanting to get that right away. So I'm going to go to Barnes & Noble today and see if we can find it. And we're going to a brand new Barnes & Noble by us, which is really exciting. I have yet to go and check it out, so I'm excited to see all of the newness of it all, see how it looks inside. From the front, it doesn't look very big, but I know that that doesn't mean anything. I have a feeling it's going to be like super far deep in where this plaza is, just the orientation of it, and it's actually going to be way bigger than I expect, which will be very nice. And then the last thing that we need to do is I am probably going to end up taking Dustin to a emergency vet of some kind. A couple of days ago, Dustin was outside, and we have about a 1/4 acre where we are at. Our yard is big, and that boy loves to run. So a couple of days ago, Thomas was playing fetch with him in the yard, as they usually do, and he tripped and stumbled over a branch and like totally face planted, I guess, in the dirt. And ever since he got up from that experience, he has been limping. So I'm going to show you on camera and here in a few minutes. But I don't have much time. We actually need to be hitting the road, but I wanted to get this vlog started before I forgot, because that's what happens. And then you end up doing things and you don't have any video to show for it. And suddenly your girl is like, I guess we're going to skip a video because I forgot to film anything. It is what it is. So anyway, that's what's going on with me. I hope that you all are doing well today, and let's get at it. Oh yeah. Here is my dusty boy, the dust man, Dustin Rhodes himself. And you can tell he's pretty low energy right now. I think he's just in so much pain. He hasn't been sleeping well. I think he's trying to sleep right now, and of course I'm interrupting his life. But it is this paw here. I don't know how well you can see on camera that it is swollen. So this is the one that's fine. This is the affected, injured paw. And, oh, his eyes are open. Dustin, I'm not going to touch it, bud, but I am going to walk this way. You going to come with me? Come on. No. Yeah, he's really just been trying not to move too much while simultaneously still going up and down the stairs, which is stressing me out. So definitely want to get him in today. He is just so prone to hurting himself. About once a year, he hurts himself pretty good. The minute I moved, he followed me. Let's see if we can get him to walk. Hi, bud. Oh, yeah. See how he's just not bearing any weight on it? Yeah, you hurt yourself pretty good. Oh, tuck and lay. Good boy. Hello, Daddy Bezos Medical Center. Let's go. Mel's with me today. We went and picked up Roxy's medication at the vet, and now we are doing a little Starbucks stop so I can get something to eat since, diabetes and all that. I'm a little lightheaded. There we go, the brand new Barnes & Noble. All right, let's go on an adventure, see what we can find. Hopefully the book I'm looking for. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. Update time. I'm in bed, back in my pajamas, because it is snowing. I love it. A lovely late spring snowstorm. Ah, it is cold though. I'm cold, so I'm cuddled up under my covers, and I wanted to show you the book that I picked up from the bookstore. This is not what I was originally going for, but the book that I was looking for, The Daisy Chain Flower Shop, actually does not come out until May. For some reason, when I was reading last year, I could have sworn that it was being released in April, but maybe it got delayed for some reason. I don't know. But while I was there, I did find something good. So I am going to start now, actually. This by Grady Hendrix. So I just finished a book by him in a recent vlog. And so I figured I would continue that because I really did enjoy the writing style. And so I'm hoping that maybe another book I will have more success with. So this is Witchcraft for Wayward Girls. And what I think is really interesting, and I didn't realize this, I was reading the synopsis, and it says they call them wayward girls, loose girls, girls who grew up too fast, and they're sent to the Wellwood House in St. Augustine, Florida. I love St. Augustine. Obviously, I grew up in Florida. We've been to St. Augustine many a time. In fact, if you grew up there and went to elementary school there, you know that is the very famous fourth grade field trip. And so I thought that was really interesting. I didn't realize that. So it is where unwed mothers are hidden by their families to have their babies in secret, to give them up for adoption, and most important of all, to forget any of it ever happened. So this is set in the 1970s. I think it's going to get weird. Hopefully it does involve some level of witchcraftery. I don't know. I'll update you in a bit. But that's what I'm doing. Just getting cozy through the snowstorm. Good morning, friends. Welcome to the next day. Goodness. Yesterday was great. I read, I played some Sims, I watched some YouTube, I took a nap, I woke up, I repeated that all, and in between was yummy snacks and good food. But now we're in the car with a very anxious dog. I am sitting in back so I can hold on to him for safety, and we are headed to the vet's office to go get him checked out. Bud, sit. All right, vet update. They have taken him back for an x-ray of his back paw, just in case. They're gonna check to see if maybe he has a broken toe. The leg itself looks good. And he did really well. They laid him down and basically touched him all over. And the only time he yelped was that back paw, which we anticipated, so no surprise there. And now we wait. All right, another quick update, and I've actually changed positions. Dustin has a broken toe on his paw, and so there's not a whole lot that they can do. I will probably talk about it more, but the plan right now is they're not going to bandage it because he's way too active for that. He's on restriction for the next 6 to 8 weeks. They are going to provide him with some antibiotics, a sedative, and some pain meds. And essentially, we got to keep the boy locked up and minimize his activity for 6 to 8 weeks. This is going to be a difficult venture because he is our most active dog and he does not understand his own limits. Oh, yeah. Hi, baby girl. I know. I know. I'm closer now. I'm just taking a little video of all the curlicues. My goodness. I'm home. I'm relaxing. Dustin is all drugged up, so he's relaxing as well. Melanie and I just got back from a hair and makeup session because this afternoon we have professional portraits for her. So that's really exciting. We're going to be in the mountains of Colorado getting some pictures done. So she had a professional hair and makeup session at a studio, so that was exciting. And now we have some time to kill. And in this case, I am reading my book. So here's the update. I am nearly halfway through at this point, and I'm really, really enjoying this one a lot more than I did How to Sell a Haunted House. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that I know what to expect from this author and the subject matter. So as I was saying before, this book is set in St. Augustine, Florida, and it follows girls in a wayward girls' home, those for pregnant teenagers and young women back in the 1970s. And the subject matter is just really fascinating on its own, let alone when you add witchcraft to it. So really enjoying it so far. I will probably have this finished not today, but within the next couple of days, and we'll give you guys an update in a vlog upcoming. But for now, that is what I'm going to do for a little while here. Just relax, maybe watch some YouTube, maybe check in on my Sims, unsure about that front, and just wait for our time to go driving. It's about an hour away this afternoon, and then we're going to have a blast just watching her get her pictures taken and enjoying some special time with my young lady. Goodness, can't believe it. Gonna be 19 this year. Wild. Yeah. Staring at me, guy? Oh, yeah, I know I don't bother you too much. Well, friends, it is a couple of days later, and it is time for an update on how Dustin is doing and a book review because I finished Witchcraft for Wayward Girls, and I want to chat about that. First and foremost, Dustin is doing okay. It's very interesting trying to keep him to limited movement and activity. The medication that he is on is definitely doing the trick, I feel like. and it has been pretty easy to get him to take it, so that's been good. However, he's just a mover and a groover. So I feel like we are constantly encouraging him to rest and lay down, and he just wants to go, especially when he's in the backyard. So it's been interesting managing that. As for the book review, I have to say that this really worked for me, and I had a very good time with this book. I started it on Friday, and then I read the bulk of it on Saturday into Sunday. I was up until 1 a.m. on Sunday morning because at that point it had gripped me and I really wanted to get to the end. What I enjoyed about this book was, first of all, the bravery of the author for writing a book as a white male that centers around girls and women's experience with having children and being a person that carries children and births children, and he is not. So I thought that was very well done. I really enjoyed the pacing of this book. The subject matter of witchcraft, of course, had me, and the fact that it was based in St. Augustine, Florida, which is a place that I have been many, many times, also really worked for me as well. There wasn't much that I didn't like about this book. I would say maybe just the length of it in general, but also it needed to be that long in order to tell the correct story. So very well done. I enjoyed the foreword from the author as well as all of his afterwards in the book, and just going into the history of this time period in the 1970s with these homes for unwed mothers, and very, very interesting. So just know that there are some gory depictions of birth and labor, and they are all extremely necessary for the plot, and it's a horror book. So if that's not something that you're into, definitely stay away. But I really liked it, and I'm certainly glad that I gave him another chance, because How to Sell a Haunted House, like I said, just did not work for me. The book was centered more around puppets, and that's really not something that I am interested in as a scary thing. Clowns and puppets are like not my jam. And then the fact that it was centered around a sibling relationship just wasn't for me either. This was centered around a coven of witches in more than one way. And so that was just super interesting, and I had a really good time with it. So this was a 5-star for me, which was really exciting considering how long it took me to get through the book prior to that. And I am not exactly sure what I'm going to read next, but when I do, I will let you know. But otherwise, I am going to finish my dinner for the evening, a lovely bowl of cereal. My stomach has been unwell the last few days, but I'm also struggling with some low blood sugar stuff, and I had a doctor's appointment recently that I cannot wait to update you all on. So look out for that coming very, very soon. I hope that you all are doing well. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. I cannot believe that Melanie is a senior this year. I cannot believe that she is going to be 19 soon. And it is just so exciting to be able to do all of these fun things for her and celebrate her. I am just so proud of who she is as a human and really enjoy spending time with her. So being able to do those photos for her was really, really fun. And I cannot wait until they come back. I will be sure to share some of those when we get those back. But yeah, just exciting times, lots of good things happening. And I'm definitely focusing on that on days where I feel like my body is betraying me. So anyway, friends, I will see you in my next video, which should be very, very soon. Alrighty, bye.